Good afternoon, Chris and David. I appreciate the two of you attending today's meeting. This meeting's goal is to discuss and settle the issues brought up in accordance with the codes of practice for workplace behavior. Firstly, we'll begin by going over the codes of practice for workplace behavior and the project team charter. These documents set forth the standards for our team's behavior in terms of professionalism and decency. They are intended to guarantee that everyone works in an environment that is encouraging, welcoming, and supportive. David, I am aware that you have been the target of hurtful remarks because of your age and background, which has made you feel alone and distressed. Chris, we would also like to hear your viewpoint. We must determine the underlying causes of these problems and collaborate to find solutions while adhering to the procedures outlined in our project team charter. David, could you please provide more information on the incidents you've mentioned and how they've impacted you?
Yes, thank you, Jayden. So without a doubt, unsuitable remarks are being made to me, including the terms old and grandad. Furthermore, Chris made fun of my accent, referring to it as weird, just because I'm not from this country. These comments make me feel alienated and cut off from the team, and as a result, my morale and productivity are definitely declining day by day.
Okay, thank you, David. And Chris, could you please share your viewpoint on the situation and any additional thoughts you may have?
Sure. I had no idea that David was being so negatively impacted by the remarks. I didn't realize the age comments were offensive because it was intended to be a joke. Regarding the mention about his accent, at the time I overlooked the impact of my words, but I can clearly see now how they were hurtful. I deeply apologize if any distress was caused by my actions and wrongful choice of words. Sorry.
Okay. I appreciate you both sharing. It is evident that miscommunication and improper actions have occurred, and therefore they need to be addressed. Chris, I can clearly see that you are apologetic, and it was clearly a mistake, whether you did see it as a joke or not. And David, I hope that you can accept Chris's apology. But I will state that we guarantee that disrespect and discrimination of any kind will not be tolerated, and it will be swiftly addressed. Going forward, to guarantee that our work tasks are completed effectively, because that's kind of the most important thing at the moment, we must assign and verify responsibilities. David, you play a vital role as a site supervisor, and Chris, your assistance and collaboration are equally valued. Let's make sure that everyone is aware of their responsibilities and that the tasks are clear. David, can you please remind me your key tasks that you are currently responsible for?
Yes. Firstly, Chris, thank you for the apology. I accept and I appreciate it. My responsibility as a site supervisor, I am managing the site activities. I'm guaranteeing safety protocols are adhered to and coordinating with the team to keep the project on track.
Excellent. And Chris, how can you help David with these tasks?
Well, I can make sure to communicate effectively with David, respect his expertise. I admire him as a professional, and I will assist with any resources or support he needs on site.
Okay, perfect. Thank you. And finally, I would just like to pretty much just seek some feedback on my leadership style. I'm quite new to this position, so I would any feedback would help, or opinions. Basically, how I handle relationships at work before moving forward with the action plan. Any criticism will enable me to better assist the team, so anything is welcome. David, could you please share your thoughts on my leadership and any recommendations for improvement?
I just want to firstly say thank you for taking a direct approach to this matter. You did attend to it as soon as HR told you of my complaint, so I appreciate that. I do believe we all need to be more open with each other, and I think checking in on a regular basis would help to make sure that everyone feels supported. So my only feedback would be that we could start from the start having these regular check-ins so that I would have an outlet to discuss my issues with you directly. But otherwise, I really appreciate
Perfect.
how excellent you've been.
Perfect. Thank you. I will definitely note that down. And Chris, I would also like to hear your side, and any opinions of yours will be greatly valued.
Yes, sure. I agree with David. Although your strategy is sound, I believe it would be more beneficial to provide more regular updates and a more defined procedure for resolving issues.
Perfect. Thank you, guys. I very much appreciate your input. Now, I have created an action plan to deal with these concerns if they were to ever arise again. I will give you all these. I'll give you these documents after our conversation is finished. They are formatted and in such a way where steps are taken in order to fix the issue, as well as deadlines and individuals in charge of each step essentially. And I will give those to you very soon. And finally, David, Chris, do you have any further actions or improvements you'd like to propose for this action plan?
I'll go first. So the plan seems like a good idea. The sensitivity training should be beneficial, and consistent check-ins, as I've mentioned, will absolutely have an impact, a positive impact. I appreciate you putting together an action plan we can both follow.
Yeah. From my side, I agree. The communication protocol, in my opinion, will assist in avoiding future misunderstandings like this.
Perfect. Thank you. I put a lot of time into it, so I appreciate your feedback there. And finally, I just appreciate your guys' cooperation overall. Together, let's try and make the workplace more polite and a bit more inclusive. We'll periodically check in to see if we're progressing with these action steps. Please do not hesitate to contact us if you have any more questions or concerns. As we advance with our project, let's maintain open lines of communication and mutual support. And once again, I appreciate your time, guys. Thank you.
Thank
Thank
you.
you.
Thanks so much.
Thank you.
Woo! We're almost finished. Almost finished.
Man, I
We're
was
gonna
so
have a
nervous.
diploma. We're
Oh
gonna have a
god.
diploma. You both did awesome. Don't be nervous. You did so good.
You too.
Oh man.
Oh, guys. Now I
It's
need to
done.
finish
No more
this meeting. Let's see.
observations.
Ooh,
All
thank
right.
God.
Can you stop the recording, please, so that
Yeah,
we
I'll
don't end
stop
up
it
with
now.
extra minutes on there? Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes, it
All right.
was.
So how much